The Algonquin 50K was held recently in the Pocomoke Forest in Worcester County, Maryland. And to put it mildly, it's a little different from most of the races held here on Delmarva. The Algonquin begins at picturesque MILBURN Landing State Park, where folks have gathered well before the 7:30 a.m. start time to get ready to run Delmarva's premier 31.25-mile ultra marathon through the beautiful Pocomoke Forest. Now in its second year, this trail race offers you a unique choice. Do you stay on the trail and run through the water, or go to the side and take the briars?
This year will be challenging because there is a lot of water on the course, a lot of briars. Last year I was able to do the entire 50K without getting my feet wet. That's not going to happen this year.
There's a lot of water, which is good, a lot of sand, a lot of briars. So it's going to be fun out there. They're going to really earn their mug.
The rain is holding off for now, but even that cloud has a silver lining.
It's probably going to rain about 1 o'clock, so it's a nice start. By the time they get really sweaty and nasty, it'll start raining. Give them a nice cool off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And with the sounding of the gong, about 175 runners from near and far are off and running. Except for the mud and water, the trail is pretty much obstacle-free.
Oh, welcome to the aid station. Here's some mud.
Despite the hurricanes and the high winds and all the rain, the trail looks great. We've had all our crews out over the last couple weeks preparing the trail, clearing it of debris, moving branches, marking the trail. I've spoken to several of the runners. They ran the trail just days before the event, and they all had great things to say about the condition.
From the starting point at MILBURN Landing, the participants will run 12.5 miles to the Foster track, run an additional loop to pad the mileage, then back down 12.5 miles to finish where they started.
Do y'all have hand sanitizer over there?
Sound crazy? Just ask Goatman.
Well, this is my Goatman costume. I made it myself. It was my first attempt at making a running costume, and I broke the cardinal rule of not trying out before I showed up today. So this is the longest run I've done in it, and I've had to do some wardrobe adjustments, and it's working out pretty good though. Don't forget the tail. The tail is to taunt my enemies as I'm going by.
As we approach the 4-hour mark, we're expecting the first finishers.
Last year, the lead finisher finished about 16 seconds under 4 hours. Are you expecting the same pace?
Yeah, but they're going to finish a little faster. The course is a little shorter, a little closer to a true 50K. Right now, we are at 3 hours, 59 minutes, and 12 seconds. So unless they come in the next minute, the record will hold.
4 hours comes and goes. Looks like the record will hold. But just minutes later, Aaron Ellison from Ellicott City, Maryland, emerges from the forest first.
It went good. A little muddier than I thought it would be, but it was, yeah, it's a pretty fast course. I like it.
How were the briars?
I chose the water over the briars.
Blair Falk from Quantico, Virginia, is right on his heels for second.
Very challenging, well worth the trip.
In terms of water or briars, what did you choose?
I chose briars most of the time unless it was apparent that there was no way around, and then I just went right through. About mile 8, I lost a shoe and had to stop and put it back on, so your mud is mean.
Hey, nice work, dude!
And rounding out third place is Taylor Maltz from Washington, D.C.
The course is beautiful. It's really hard with the mud. Like, the mud is no joke, if you can see here. But yeah, it was great. Volunteers were awesome. Really awesome runners out today. Really good community. Really glad I made the trek down from DC for sure.
1, 2, 3.
And there's a picture-perfect ending to this year's Algonquin 50K. And you can bet we'll be back next year to witness this ultra-crazy marathon through the forest.
Get outdoors, Delmarva.